You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter, and they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Today, two NFC South teams set to tangle between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Katie York set to get this one started. And here we go from New Orleans. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. This is Alvin Kamara with it. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7 blocks to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Shock working from the gun. Well secured by Brandon Cooks. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, got a nice little gain on the ground.
They give on 2nd to Kamara. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Chuck on 3rd down. Gets this one to London. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26. They run it from the gun with Kamara. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. Stop made by the first rounder out of Tennessee, James Pierce.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
And he'll go down here at the 16. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Offense is set, 1st and 10. Now we're on the toss to Kamara. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
On play action, here's Shaw. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Escapes the pocket. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. Now this is a beauty of a kick. It's headed out of bounds. No chance of a return or a a touchback. They're going to mark it out at the 6. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Penix to the air to start us off. Connects on the crosser. And they're not going to stop him until he gets out to that 16-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Yeah, he's going to be brought down right at the 35. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
Going to the ground again on 1st. No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Penix working from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And this one doesn't go far.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Third down, it's Penix. And that is how our 1st quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They're looking at a punt, though, facing 4th down. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And, oh, just a hair too much in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. Off the play action. Jump. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. Has a hole left. Room to run. Into the red zone. He's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints get the game's 1st points here in the 2nd. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Okay, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes it's quarterback who delivers. Sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 27.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Penix now to throw. Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down produces nothing. Back to the middle, they go for 3rd down.
I'm just kind of laughing because I can feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Penix on 3rd down. This connects with Higgins. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Justin Reed has the INT. And the Saints take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
33-yard line.
Shuck with a quick toss out wide. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Handoff headed right, Kamara. And that short gain is enough for a new set of down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Another run for Kamara. We'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Gronk gets him into the red zone.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Second down, it's another game to Kamara. And that one doesn't give him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
It's Kamara on 3rd down. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Right here, Kate, this is where I'd love to see a team go no huddle. You just ripped off a great run, a momentum-changing run. Now get back to the line and don't let that defense breathe.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal.
Here we go, set. Cowboy 80. Go.
Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints parlay the interception into points. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Grouping adds the extra point. And the Saints double their lead to 14.
Saints 14. Falcons nothing. Blake Groupie to kick.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And he hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down.
Well, that run may not remove the chains, Kate. That's such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. It's the Falcons looking at 2nd and 1. To the air with Penix. Short pass brought in. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Well, no look on his first look of the game. So second down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
On 2nd and 10, it's Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. That's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, he just took his medicine.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long. Now Penix off the play action. Rolling out to his left. Now a try deep shot down the left side.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get third down conversions, you get no rhythm.
This one well struck and angled toward the sideline. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20.
21-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. Now, shotgun snap to Shuck. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Well, we all know, Brock, those slot guys start piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense.
Yep.
They kept someone nearby, and they pick off that check down.
Yeah, if a play breaks down in today's football, like back in my day, last century, well, you checked it down to the running back. That's not the case anymore. These slot receivers, well, they're as big a security blanket as running backs are, but the defenses, to your point, Kate, they figured it out too. And that defense, well, they didn't just figure it out in their head. They went out and executed with their bodies to take it away.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Carter here from the gun. He's right forward, halted after a couple of yards. Chase Young bringing him down there. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
From the gun on 3rd, Penix. This throw is going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the results, 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
It's only 3 points, and they're going to still trail at halftime, but every little bit helps. And I'll tell you this as well. It also helps maybe later in the game. You got a 4th quarter clutch kick to have that confidence built. That's important.
To return this, Rashid Shaheed. He stopped on the run back into 27.
On the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. Here's Shuck, 1st and 10. On the move, headed right. He takes it himself. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You want to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
Here we go.
Shuck now on 1st down. Man downfield, and he finds London. And he has this down to the 34. With 10 seconds to go in our half, partner. We've got whistles. It's a timeout.
Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's first and 10 from the 34.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Chuck now from the gun. Taking a chance to the end zone. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Penix here from the gun. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Well, I'll say this, Kate. This quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
Penix. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Falcons will have a first.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing Penix. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Throwing the out route complete. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Again, Penix to the air. Cut near the goal line. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
On second down, Robinson. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it first and goal.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking it in the booth, I know that play caller is too. That could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Go get the first down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
Carter trying the left side. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be second and goal. Strong. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Falcons cut into the lead coming out of halftime. On is Katie York for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Shaheed now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Shaheed on the return. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Saints to the line now. First and 10. On play action, here's Shaw. Headed out right. Now here he goes. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First and 10, here's Shaw. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And he's caught after a game of about 2. A.J. Terrell making that stop.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. This will give to Kamara. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Brought him down. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
Looks like the Falcons are opting for dime coverage for this 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. He's got it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Counter give to Kamara. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now.
They stay on the ground with Kamara. And they're going to keep moving forward, ball down inside the opposing 30. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Hey, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go.
Chuck working from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Complete to Brandon Cooks. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Falcons.
3 quarters in the books from this one. The Saints have it with a lead. Not a big one, though, trying to carry it through.
Ready up.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
Set. Bronco 80. Set go.
Back to throw. Shaw. Oh, he got way too much onto that one. Too high. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Ready. 70 Lions. Ready.
Chuck's going to throw here. This finds its target. That's Hill. And he will not score, but that does set him up front with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately?
And he hauls it across for the New Orleans touchdown. The Groupie's extra point is good. And the Saints double their lead to 14.
Saints 24, Falcons 10.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes first and 10. Here's Penix. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's DeMario Davis. And the Saints take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Kamara running out of the gun. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Off the play action. Jump. To the right side and wheeled in by London. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Setting up 2nd and goal. Shock looking to pass here. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints making a 3-score game in the 4th. Drake London with the touchdown. Groupie adds the extra point. And the Saints stretch their lead to 21.
31. Falcons 10. Groupie to kick off for the Saints.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. First and 10. They go play action. Here's Penix. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We got 2nd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Now an inside give to Carter. He's going to get him 7 there. It's 3rd down coming up.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
The Saints going with some extra defensive backs on this 3rd down. Cousins out of the pistol here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. Desperation time here on 4th. Pass complete. Screen flag. And this one has no shot. They're on him quick, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
offensive.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Here's a give inside to Kamara. Room to the right. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. They'll run with Kamara. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
8 yards to go as they get set on second and goal.
Here we go.
Another shot for Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints put up even more points in a win. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What do we call this, other than simply splendid?
That one right down the middle.
Falcons 10.
And the Saints continue piling on to this lead. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. Escapes a defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So it'll be second down.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Has him on the quick hitter. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Falcons hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. They're set up at the 35 now. First and 10 are under Robinson. And this one's going a long way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. To the air with Penix. Chuck there to haul it in. And before he can reach the first, he's stopped. But this is close. Ball up to the 45-yard line.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on the drag route went away. You see zone coverage, settle down, get the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
It's fourth down.
Desperation time here. That one's caught by Mooney. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Penix here from the gun. Higgins downfield, and he has it. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons making the scoreboard look a touch better. York tacks on that extra point. And the Falcons cut the lead by a quarter, down out of 21.
Falcons 17.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And no problem for the Saints. They cover it up. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game. You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
19 Tiger.
They're going to pass it here. Bails out of the pocket quick. This finds Moreau. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So it's a win for the Saints. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road.